I'm going to tell you about the most groundbreaking news in the science world this week. It has been a fast-paced few days for researchers everywhere. We are diving into the latest discoveries that are shaping our future, from the labs to our daily lives. Let's see what happened. Let's start our journey with the latest news in space. There is so much happening way above our heads right now, and you won't believe some of these updates. NASA's massive SLS rocket and Orion capsule have finally reached Launch Pad 39B at the Kennedy Space Center. It was a slow and steady 12-hour journey on Saturday, January 17th, but the results are historic. This mission, Artemis 2, marks the first time humans will head back toward the moon in over 50 years. Right now, teams are preparing for a critical test called the wet dress rehearsal in early February. This is the final major hurdle before the actual launch, and you can practically feel the excitement building up for this giant leap. In a mind-blowing discovery on January 20th, astronomers found the clearest evidence yet that the complex building blocks of life can form spontaneously in deep space. We're talking about protein precursors, the very ingredients needed for life, forming all on their own in the cold void between stars. This discovery, published in Nature Astronomy, suggests that the seeds of life might be scattered throughout the entire universe, just waiting for the right conditions to grow. It changes everything we know about our origins and proves that we might not be as alone as we once thought. Scientists have just recreated an alien ocean right here on Earth to unlock the secrets of Saturn's moon Enceladus. By using data from the Cassini spacecraft, researchers built a laboratory version of the hidden sea trapped beneath the moon's icy crust. The experiment proved that hydrothermal vents at the bottom of this ocean can produce enough metabolic energy to support life. This is a massive breakthrough. It gives us a clear roadmap for future missions, like the Enceladus Orbilander, showing us exactly which chemical footprints to look for in the search for extraterrestrial life. Even the most famous objects in our night sky still hold deep mysteries. Astronomers have just discovered a massive, unexplained iron bar structure right in the heart of the famous Orion Nebula. This giant rod-shaped feature is made of dense iron atoms and stretches across vast distances of space. While we know that stars create heavy elements like iron, seeing it perfectly aligned in such a distinct straight shape has left scientists puzzled. This discovery, published in January 2026, challenges our understanding of how cosmic dust and gas behave in star-forming regions. It's a reminder that the more we look into the universe, the more surprises we find waiting for us.
The universe is vast, but wait until you see what's happening right inside our own bodies. Let's head back to Earth. We have some incredible news regarding the fight against cancer. Moderna and Merck recently shared 5-year data from their personalized mRNA cancer vaccine trial. When used alongside the drug Keytruda, this vaccine reduced the risk of recurrence or death in melanoma patients by nearly 50%. This is a massive win for personalized medicine. Each vaccine is tailor-made for the individual patient to help their immune system recognize and attack cancer cells. While we wait for the final Phase 3 results later this year, these long-term findings prove that we are entering a new era of cancer treatment. A major new study published in The Lancet has revealed exactly how much our daily habits impact our lifespan. It shows that getting 7.5 hours of sleep, 42 minutes of exercise, and eating a high-quality diet can add over 9 years to your life. But here's the most exciting part. Once you have those basics down, even tiny extra changes make a massive difference. Researchers found that adding just 5 minutes of extra sleep and only 2 minutes of exercise to your day is linked to 1 full additional year of healthy life. It's incredible. Those tiny fragments of time can actually buy you an entire extra year of health. The key is staying consistent with a diet rich in vegetables, fish, and whole grains to stay disease-free for nearly a decade longer. We've always heard that a positive mindset is good for our health, but now we have scientific proof. A groundbreaking study published in Nature Medicine has shown a direct link between our thoughts and our immune system. Researchers found that individuals with high levels of positive expectation and motivation developed a significantly stronger antibody response. This means that optimism isn't just a feeling, it actually triggers a biological boost that helps our bodies fight off threats more effectively. It's a powerful reminder that our mental state is just as important as our physical habits when it comes to staying healthy. When it comes to exercise, it turns out that variety might be more important than intensity. A new large-scale study has found that people who engage in multiple types of physical activity have a 19% lower risk of death from all causes. While walking, racket sports, and rowing top the list for longevity, the real secret isn't just doing more of the same thing. Once you hit about 3 to 4 hours of activity per week, adding more time doesn't provide much extra benefit. Instead, the biggest gains come from mixing it up. So instead of just running every day, trying a variety of movements might be your best bet for a longer, healthier life.
The shingles vaccine might be doing much more than just protecting us from a painful rash. New research suggests it could actually slow down the biological aging process. Scientists have found that people who receive the shingles vaccine show lower levels of chronic inflammation and fewer signs of immune system aging. It appears that by keeping the dormant shingles virus from constantly reactivating, the vaccine reduces long-term inflammation in the body. Since less inflammation means slower aging, this could explain why previous studies also linked this vaccine to a 20% lower risk of Alzheimer's. It's a fascinating look at how protecting ourselves from one virus can have a ripple effect on our overall longevity. The lighting in your bedroom might be more important for your heart than you think. A massive study involving 90,000 people has found a direct link between nighttime light exposure and serious cardiovascular risks. According to the research, sleeping in a room that isn't completely dark is associated with a 47% higher risk of heart attack and a 56% higher risk of heart failure. Even the risks of stroke and coronary artery disease increase significantly. The study, which followed participants for nearly a decade, suggests that even small amounts of light during sleep can disrupt our biological rhythms and strain the heart. The message is clear: for a healthier heart, keep your bedroom as dark as possible. We are seeing a major breakthrough in cancer treatment that was announced recently, with its full impact becoming even clearer this year in 2026. A patient with advanced lymphoma, whose bone marrow was 95% taken over by cancer, has seen a complete recovery thanks to a new therapy called CAR-NK. In this treatment, immune cells are essentially reprogrammed in a lab to recognize and destroy cancer cells before being put back into the body. This specific trial, conducted by ImmunityBio, has left the patient cancer-free for 15 months and counting. While this success was focused on a rare form of lymphoma, the technology is now being tested on other types of cancer, offering a powerful new weapon for patients who have run out of other options. Scientists have just discovered a hidden biological clock inside human sperm that could redefine how we understand aging and fertility. Published in January 2026, this study reveals that specific RNA molecules act as a secret timer, tracking the aging process of reproductive cells more accurately than ever before. Unlike our regular DNA, this RNA clock can be influenced by lifestyle and environmental factors. Understanding this hidden mechanism doesn't just help us solve fertility mysteries, it also provides a new window into how biological aging can be measured and potentially managed at a cellular level. It's another example of how the smallest parts of our biology hold the biggest secrets to our future. Ever wonder why we actually get sick more often when it's cold outside? It turns out your nose has a built-in security system that works surprisingly well until the temperature drops. Scientists used lab-grown nasal tissue to watch this in action. They found that when a virus tries to get in, your nasal cells launch billions of tiny bubbles to swarm and neutralize the invaders before they can make you sick. But here's the catch: even a small drop in temperature can cut this defense in half. So it's not just the germs making you sick in winter, it's that your nose's biological shield literally loses its power in the cold. Next, let's turn our attention to the fields of physics and quantum mechanics. We have some new reports and observations that give us a closer look at how matter and energy behave at the most fundamental levels. In the world of quantum physics, researchers have reached a spectacular milestone that brings the famous Schrödinger's cat paradox closer to the macroscopic world. For the first time, scientists have successfully placed a tiny crystal, an object much larger than a single atom, into a state of superposition. This means the object existed in two different states at the exact same time. While quantum rules usually apply only to the tiny world of particles, this record-breaking experiment shows that these strange effects can occur in larger objects too. This discovery is a huge step forward in understanding the boundary between quantum and classical physics, and it could lead to the development of ultra-sensitive sensors capable of detecting dark matter or gravitational waves. Scientists are getting a closer look at one of the biggest mysteries in physics: why time only moves forward. A new study published in Physical Review Research explores how the laws of thermodynamics apply to the tiny world of quantum mechanics. By measuring how energy and information change at the subatomic level, researchers are finding new ways to track the flow of time within quantum systems. While we experience time as a straight line from past to future, these new observations help us understand the exact physical processes that create this arrow of time in the first place. It's a significant step forward toward connecting the strange rules of the quantum world with the reality we live in every day. Engineers at TU Vienna have reached a new frontier in nanotechnology by creating a record-breaking vacuum gap capacitor. This tiny device features a gap of only 32 nanometers, which is even smaller than a common virus. Building something this small is incredibly difficult because at this scale, vacuum forces usually cause the components to collapse and stick together. However, by using innovative silicone coating and aluminum stress control techniques, the team kept the structure perfectly stable. These ultra-thin capacitors are a game-changer for quantum computing and medical diagnostics because they allow for incredibly precise measurements. This breakthrough paves the way for a new generation of sensors that can detect the smallest movements in the quantum world. We have some big news from the world of particle physics regarding the search for dark matter. For the first time, researchers have directly observed a rare phenomenon known as the Migdal effect. This happens when a particle hits the nucleus of an atom so hard that the electrons are momentarily left behind, creating a tiny but detectable signal. This discovery is a major milestone because it gives scientists a brand new way to spot extremely light dark matter particles that were previously invisible to our sensors. It's a huge step forward in our mission to finally map the unseen parts of our universe and understand what the majority of space is actually made of.
Now, let's travel back in time to explore the past. We are looking at recent reports from archaeology and paleontology, focusing on new evidence and fossil records that scientists have been analyzing. For over 160 years, scientists have struggled to identify a mysterious 8-meter-tall fossil called Prototaxites. These massive pillar-like structures dominated the landscape long before trees even existed. While researchers once debated whether they were giant fungi or plants, a new study in Science Advances has finally settled the argument. By analyzing fossils from Scotland, experts found that these giants had no chemical trace of fungi and a structure unlike any known plant. Instead, Prototaxites appears to be a completely unique and extinct life form, a failed evolutionary experiment from a time when nature was testing new ways to build complex life on land. For years, scientists believed that ancient giant kangaroos were simply too heavy to hop. These massive creatures, weighing over 200 kilograms, were thought to be limited to walking on two legs because their bones couldn't handle the stress of jumping. However, a new study in Scientific Reports is challenging this idea. By analyzing the foot and ankle bones of over 60 different species, researchers found that even the largest extinct kangaroos had incredibly strong and thick bones.
While they likely walked long distances to save energy, these giants were biomechanically capable of hopping in short bursts to escape predators. This discovery shows that prehistoric Australia was home to a much more diverse and capable range of wildlife than we ever imagined. Archaeologists have made a stunning discovery at the Box Grove site in England, dating back nearly 500,000 years. They found the oldest elephant bone tool ever recorded in Europe. This was not just a piece of waste, it was a specialized tool used by early humans, likely Homo heidelbergensis, to sharpen and shape their flint hand axes. While researchers knew these early humans were skilled at making stone tools, this finding shows they also had a deep understanding of different materials. By choosing dense elephant bone instead of wood or antlers, they demonstrated high-level planning and precision. It proves that even 500,000 years ago, our ancestors were sophisticated engineers who knew exactly how to pick the right tool for the job. For a long time, Neanderthals were often seen as primitive and unsophisticated. However, new research from a high-altitude cave in the Italian Alps is changing that story. Scientists found that when Neanderthals traveled through these tough mountainous areas, they didn't just find tools along the way. Instead, they carried prepared, reusable toolkits. These early humans carefully selected high-quality stones from the valleys and carried them up to nearly 1,500 meters. They maintained and resharpened these tools throughout their journey, showing advanced planning and logistics. This discovery proves that Neanderthals were not only skilled mountain climbers, but also strategic thinkers who prepared for environmental challenges much like modern humans do. These are the major scientific developments for this week. Which discovery excited you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Fresh Science is here to bring you the most exciting breakthroughs from the edge of discovery. If you want to stay ahead of the latest news in science, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community. You can find all the scientific sources used for this video in the description below. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep learning. Stay curious and stay fresh.